We're being joined now by Jason Washington, special teams coordinator, cornerbacks coach, University of Houston. First off, Jason, welcome to Houston. Certainly happy to have you.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here. Very, very excited about the opportunity.
What's National Signing Day like for you?
It's always a pleasure. It's always fun. Just getting excited, waking up in the morning, waiting for these young men to make a great decision on the next university that they're going to be going to. And I know these guys are excited about being Houston Cougars, and so are we.
I know a lot of times the fan base, whenever they have a new coaching staff coming in, they wonder, well, what's it going to look like? What's the offense going to look like? What's the defense going to look like? And what do you want your defensive backs to look like?
I always want them to be fast, have a fearless attitude. That's kind of the biggest thing. We want to recruit smart men, guys that are got tenacity about themselves and got an understanding on how important football is. And so when we get those young men, we're excited about them.
How about your special teams?
That's kind of the exact same thing. Special team wise, we got to be accountable. We got to be fearless. We got to do great things. And so when trying to find those guys, that's of utmost importance of those guys taking football important.
The National Signing Day, you have a lot of newcomers. Most of the time, they're out of high school. Every now and then, you get a few JUCOs, some transfers coming in. But specifically, those high school guys, what does it take for them to be ready to play and be ready to play right away?
First it's just that transition from going from high school into college and being able to pick up the speed of the game is kind of the most important thing. As soon as they're able to get in, we talk about getting physically adapted to it, also speed of the game wise. As soon as they're able to pick up some of that stuff and scheme wise, is the faster they can get on the field. So I know it's of utmost importance for those guys to get in the weight room, and start that transition process as they go down the road.
As a special teams coordinator, how many of these guys are you going to be fighting for to help you out in your unit?
Oh, quite a few. I'm going to be dialing in on all of them. Offensive line, defensive line, all of them are going to play an important role.
Well, you drew the short stick, I guess. You were going through one player today, Darius Gilbert from North Webster High School, a 3-year letter winner. As we will take a look at him, and as we take a look at him on the film, I just wanted you to kind of go through what you're seeing, what he brings to the table, and what you guys saw in him.
Definitely. First, you can't complain about his size. Being 6'2", 190, that's always huge. I had the fortunate opportunity to go up to Shreveport and be able to see this young man. First, just a smile that brights up the room just by speaking to him. He's very, very intellectual and does a good job. We always talk about good size, being able to run to the ball, being fearless, being able to take great angles and finishing whenever he tackles. And you can tell just by just a lot of those clips, he's coming downhill and striking people and taking proper angles. Does a great job with his hands, has good ball skills, and he's very versatile. You see him right there playing corner and breaking up a pass, also run the alley as a safety. And so you see those two things, you get really, really excited about it. And on my personal end, I get excited about it on special teams because I'm going to split him out and fly him down the field and make plays. So I'm excited about him.
It's kind of a lost art tackling, especially with cornerbacks. Sometimes you have corners who just like to cover. They like to get the football or whatever it is, but, sometimes they don't tackle all the well. Watching that film, it looks like he embraces it. It looks like he really wants to get after it a little bit.
I think we'll probably move him around quite a bit just by his ability.
Now, looking at his numbers, and I know you can't take a look at too much numbers in high school. They mean something, but not a whole lot. Certainly nothing compared to the evaluation of a recruit. But 3 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. He has a knack for the football, and I'm sure on the defensive side that's something that you'd like to see.
Yeah, we always try to stress with our guys to always be around the ball. If you're around the ball, you have an opportunity to make a play. And so you can tell, like I said, by those clips, he's always around the ball. He does a good job on ball skills, being able to judge the ball when it's in the air, and being able to either knock things down or intercept the ball. So he's a very, very athletic young man, and we're excited about him being a Cougar.
Well, Coach Washington, we're excited about you being a Cougar as well. We appreciate you taking some time on a busy day. It's a pleasure meeting you, and we'll talk to you down the road.
You too. Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
All right, Jason Washington stopping by just